everyone. My name is Daylin Thomas. I'm a junior, a rising junior, electrical engineering student studying at Southern University in A&M College. I am also from Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
I am Maya Mays, a junior civil engineering major at Tennessee State University, and I'm from Atlanta, Georgia.
And we are this summer's 2020 interns at the Michigan Department of Transportation. And today we'll just be telling you guys about the program and giving y'all a gist of what you're getting yourself into when you sign up for it. And we're going to give you a first person perspective of what the program is like through myself and Maya today. So, yeah.
Stay tuned.
So first we want to explain what the program is itself. So what is the Michigan Department of Transportation Diversity Recruitment Program, which is the TDRP program? The TDRP program is a program that MDOT decided to come together with to bring more diversity into their workplace and recruit HBCU students because majority of their interns that they have now are from local colleges and universities, and there aren't any HBCUs in Michigan at all. The program only lasts 11 weeks. If you see me looking, I'm looking at my list of things I make sure to mention. So the goal of this program is to recruit from HBCUs specifically.
So our first question is, how was our location chosen?
When you apply and finish your application process, you go through a series of interviews, whether it's 1, 2, I think somebody even had 3 interviews. You tell them what type of work you're interested in, whether it's design or transportation planning or pavement markings or any the specific job role you want to do. And then from there, they look at the positions that they have available for the interns during that summer. Wherever the location is open for you to go, that's where you're placed.
If you are a returning intern, you can basically recommend where you want to be placed, and they will do their best effort to place you there. You're most likely going to be placed there, where you want to be.
The second question is, what is our lodging and mobility situation? During our lodging and mobility situation, I'm going to start with lodging. Due to the pandemic that we're in, originally we were supposed to live in the colleges surrounding the office, so we're probably going to be stationed at Western Michigan University because we literally live right next door to it. Due to the pandemic, we've been living in a hotel nearby, and it's a very nice hotel. And that definitely do what they were doing the Transportation Diversity Recruitment Program. We got a very nice hotel. I love it. It's suite style, kitchen, stovetop, microwave, no oven, but dishwasher. No maid. You clean your own room, but that's because of the pandemic. And
so don't get too excited because next year y'all might have to stay in Western.
Yeah. For sure.
As far as our mobility and transportation, we are provided a truck through TDRP. So all of the TDRP interns are provided a truck. Every intern is provided a truck, but the TDRP interns can drive their truck all the time. They have it 24/7. So we can take it to Walmart, we can take it to Grand Rapids. So that's how we get from A to B. Our third question is, how do we know that MDOT was the best pick for us? So for me, MDOT was the best pick because they didn't call out for the pandemic, so they were still up and running. They still wanted interns. I also had the offer my freshman year, but I declined it to go to another company, and I kind of regretted it because MDOT was more in my field. So yeah, it just fits me better in what my future goals are.
So, how did I know MDOT was the best internship for me? I recently just switched my major to electrical engineering from mechanical, and before I got in too deep with electrical, because I just got into my major courses this past spring 2020, I wanted to make sure that I knew what I wanted to do. So I applied for every type of internship possible just to get that experience to see what I wanted to do, and could I apply what I want to do in my actual career, artificial intelligence, to any area of engineering. So MDOT definitely allowed me to see myself in a different light in what I want to do in my career.
I feel like that flows into another one of the questions. Oh, this one.
I feel like, honestly, nothing I did was directly related to electrical engineering. But like I said, it allowed me to work in another area, another field, where I was able to look for opportunities to implement electrical engineering. So for instance, I had an ArcGIS job where they designed the app for us to collect the emergency road signals. And I thought about different ways that the app could be improved so it'd be easier for us to use. And I feel like that was like my little hint of electrical engineering in this whole entire internship. But when you come here, you're signing up for a civil engineering day-to-day. Like,
what about DSL?
I think it's really DLS. It's like the system that they use when they paint. So we're able to locate where they are. The paint. Okay, let me go into detail. So with these pavement marking jobs, we hire contractors and they come out with their paint trucks. And normally, back in the day, you would have to literally every day follow them the entire shift and then track how far they went, where did they go, all of this the entire day, which takes a long time.
What kind of lines do they paint? What color? What thickness?
Yeah, they paint these lines that are like, let me get an example.
The lines that you drive on every day are the ones.
Yeah. So the lines, but to you, they just look like, little skinny lines.
Yeah.
The lines, when you holding it, when we take our patch test, they're like this wide.
That's the smallest line.
Yeah, and that's like the smallest line. So you can't really tell when you're driving, but that's a lot of paint and a lot of money. So you have to keep track of it with these systems. It makes it easier on everybody. It makes it easier on the company, the inspector, and it makes communication better because everyone's able to be paid and be happy because we're able to know how far they went in a day, what type of paint they used, how wide did they paint, and was it skips like in the middle of the road, or was it solid lines? Like, this system definitely helps out everyone and just creates a happier experience for everyone.
Everything I do for the most part is directly related to my major. So to list a few, all of the road pavings, all of basically everything of MDOT literally relates to civil engineering. So
we can talk about now what precautions were taken this summer, because this was the first time that everybody has experienced a pandemic, a communicable disease, so you can catch it from somebody else. So this is the first time everybody experienced it, and I feel like I told you. It's a DLS, go back to that data logging system. Okay. So during training, it was, I think about, was it 8 or 9 interns?
It was, about 9, 10, 12.
Yeah, it was like 10 interns, 10 or 12. And the training room itself is big at the Southwest region. So Maya and I were the only Transportation Diversity Recruitment Program interns there. And the other interns were all local and just commuted from the university, or they just commuted from their house. And training lasted an entire week.
No, it was only one day. The first Monday.
Oh.
And then we had like radioactive training. That was like one day the next week. But like that main training with Cheryl, that was only one day.
Okay. So training only lasts
Well, I guess
one
that's
day.
more like orientation, I feel like. What we did that day was orientation. Like signing up for things, filling out the forms and stuff.
Yeah. Okay. So, not training, orientation. Orientation lasted one day. And all of the different interns that came from offices in the Southwest region came to the main office, which is where we're actually stationed at, to have training.
The trainings I can recall off the top of my head are radioactive training. We had, we kind of trained before we have each job. So before we were assigned the ArcGIS job, we trained. Before we were assigned the paint jobs, we trained. But the overall trainings that happened in the beginning were radioactive and density, which they didn't want us to participate in the density training because they knew that the people that needed density checks would always take us away from the duties that our supervisor wanted us to do. So we didn't do that, but most people do. And our radioactive training was just mainly for like our safety. So we've never really even had to use, we have seen radioactive like supplements, but we never really had to use anything from our training. But I'm sure like the employees, like within a year, you're gonna use the training somehow, some way, some form.
So are MDOT employees diverse, and are the interns diverse? I feel like the Transportation Diversity Recruitment Program was made to increase diversity in the MDOT offices. So MDOT, I feel like they're taking big strides, especially the director, to increase diversity within their workplace. And big up to them for this program, because I don't see many other companies doing this.
And a sidebar, we live in Kalamazoo, Michigan, which is not a diverse city. So if you're in Detroit, you'll have, some sprinkles of color. If you're in Lansing, you might have some sprinkles.
Suburban area.
Yeah. It's new. It's a new city. It's a nice city, but it's not diverse, basically.
Right. So I really appreciate this program for that. To go into detail, also, they placed us kind of, I don't know, I want to say like weird, but they put 2 interns here. Like Maya and I are the only interns at the Southwest Region office. But in Detroit, it's like
in the
15
whole Southwest
students.
region.
Yeah, in the whole Southwest region. And
we just happen to be in the same office.
Yeah, because we could have been placed with a contractor separately.
Or anybody.
Yeah. I don't know how we can explain it.
And then on top of that, the same team.
Yeah.
On top of that. But, yeah.
So, like, in Detroit, there are, like, 15 interns. I probably got it wrong. 10 to 15 interns. And they're, like, they stay at 2 different universities. I don't know if that's because of the pandemic, but they stay at 2 different universities, Wayne and Oakland. So, I have a friend that came here from Southern University with me, and I thought that we both were like working for MDOT, but like he's working for a branch off of MDOT, which is a contractor. So you can work in any area that you're interested in, because MDOT will have a place for you there. So now we're just going to talk about what did we learn. I keep talking this, but I have learned so much. I learned so much. Basically, we lived on the highway this entire summer. We lived on US 31, US 131, I-94, 196. I feel like I know Michigan more than I know my own state. So I've learned so much about interstate systems and how they work and how old they actually are, and just I learned so much about construction in general. I even worked the night shift and learned that I don't like working at night. I just learned so much about construction and civil engineering in general throughout the internship. And I feel like I've gained an appreciation for civil engineers and what they do.
I feel like I learned about myself, and I've learned that anything civil engineering I actually like every single thing we've done, I've actually liked. Like even the night job, we walked for about 8 miles. And I liked it. I actually liked it.
From exit to exit.
So yeah, I really enjoyed myself, and especially like I was saying for my last internship, I'll definitely stay in the field that is MDOT, so I'm never going back basically to anything else because this is what I really like. So our next topic is, I forgot already. Our next topic is what are some things about Michigan that we've learned. So yeah, you can go ahead.
Okay, so it's a lot of little quirky, little interesting things that Michigan has that Louisiana doesn't. So one thing that I learned on my first day in Michigan is about the Michigan left. And basically they don't have a left turning lane. You have to drive up and then do a U-turn on that road just to go left.
Or right.
Or right. So that was very different. They do have a few left turning lanes. I think that's what they're trying to go towards now. But the older roads, which is most, I guess you would say roads and not the highways, but most roads.
One thing I've learned is the summers get really hot. It's just as hot here as it is in Georgia. So you're not going to be in like, even though it is summer, it's kind of like, duh, it's going to be hot. But it really gets like hot. It's no sign of any type of chills, any type of snow, nothing like that. It's pretty nice in the summer, so the weather's been pretty on point.
We did start the internship mid-May, and it actually was a little on the crisp side.
It felt the best the first week we got here, I think.
Yeah, it was like 70 degrees.
With some wind.
Yeah, so it felt good. It felt like probably 68, but it was 70. But their summers they're hot. But it ain't Louisiana hot. Boy, it be hotter than that.
It's hot to me.
It be like 100 degrees outside Louisiana. If you from there, you know.
I think it's hot here because it's so dry. Like in Georgia, it's more humid. So it's like kind of a mixture. But here it's just like on your skin. Like rays just beaming on you all day. Yeah. And the sun shines up until like 9:30 at night. Yeah.
Ooh, another thing you should know is that their exits are like miles apart. So if you miss an exit, you're going to be driving for another like 5 to 8 miles, probably sometimes even 10, just to turn around. So that wraps up for this video.
Special shout out to James Jackson, Miss Ebony Alexander,
yes,
Miss Lindsay,
yes, Curtis.
And yeah, shout out to Andy, shout out to Drew. And
yeah, so thank you all for tuning in, and we hope that you will consider it MDOT. And if you have any questions, please let us know. I'll give y'all my email. And Maya, would you provide your email too?
Sure.
Okay. I'll include our emails in the video or in the wherever this is posted. Southwest region, located in Kalamazoo, Michigan. Located in Kalamazoo. I be saying this word wrong.
Kalamazoo.
This whole summer. Okay. June. So Mind you wanna give a?
I was not expecting that. So our first question is, how was our location chosen?
So
I thought about my class. I be having anxiety attacks about that class.
Trainings? Hi you guys, my name is Daylin Thomas. I'm a junior. I keep wanting to say sophomore. So
yeah, me too. It's because we just transitioned.
Okay. Sophomore.
No, you're gonna make yourself say sophomore. You need to say That's what you need to be saying.